NIO stock price prediction. Okay guys, so we're going to talk about NIO in this video. So NIO just recently reported Q4 earnings yesterday, and the stock market really didn't respond really well. The stock is down quite a bit. So we're going to figure out what's really going on with NIO in this video and exactly where I think it's going to end up long term. But if you guys enjoy my content, be sure to check out Webull, guys. So Webull is an amazing stock trading app that I use every day. I use it to build my watch list, and I also use it to trade options and things like that. It's a great alternative from Robinhood. If you sign up using the link in the description below or using going to investortrip.com/Webull, you'll get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850, guys. So be sure to grab your free stocks. So let's kind of head back into this chart here. So as you can see here, NIO recently peaked at around $64, guys, and that was kind of where the hype trailed off. So as you can see here, there's been a slow trickle down. If we take a look here at this 1 month chart, we can actually see the stock is down around 25%. And one of the reasons is simply because a lot of these EV stocks have been trading down. So if you guys have been familiar with Tesla, we talked about Tesla last March when it was around $500 pre-split, and now Tesla stock is down as well. So that stock is around $3,500 split adjusted, and NIO has been coming down as well. So a lot of these EV stocks have been kind of coming down as a lot of investors have basically been pivoting to other stocks. Bitcoin's been doing really well. So I expected a kind of a sell-off here, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the latest quarterly report. So here we are. You guys can check this out on ir.nio.com. So as you can see here, now the funny thing about this report is I think the report is absolutely excellent. So if we take a look here, we can see that the company did record deliveries in the fourth quarter of 2020. And they also, and obviously they had NIO Day earlier this year. They announced that they're going to launch another vehicle, and deliveries was up. So they delivered 43,728 vehicles in 2020 compared to only 20,000 vehicles or so in 2019. So, everything just looked good, guys. Revenue was up. If you take a look at here, your fourth quarter 2020 revenue was up 133% over the previous year's quarter. Sales were good. Margins improved. Basically, this was an awesome report. So why exactly did the stock drop? Well, one of the reasons I think the stock dropped is that NIO has been facing increased competition. So Tesla recently started selling a lot of vehicles in China as well, and I think that really hurt, a little bit of NIO's growth. So there is a little bit worries about competition and things like that. So, but the good thing about NIO is that I really think that a lot of these EV stocks as a whole are kind of trading down, and a lot of investors are kind of pivoting out. So, I've been doing a bunch of reading, and things like the economy are opening up and stuff like that. A lot of people are moving money in towards crypto, the Bitcoin space. A lot of people, as you can see, Rocket stock did really well. So I think a lot of people are just getting impatient with NIO. So if you guys ended up buying NIO stock up here at around $64 and you're still holding on, I'm going to give you guys what I would personally do. So what I personally did with NIO is I originally bought it at around $4 and I sold it too quickly at around $8. Then I originally bought back in at around $40, and I believe I sold right around $54. So I've just been waiting for a dip here. And the reason why I'm waiting for a dip in NIO is simply because right now that this NIO stock is basically a voting machine. So the stock trajectory is not reflective of the company performance. So what I'm talking about that is simply because as NIO's deliveries have been increasing and revenue's been increasing, margins have been getting better, and they just recently announced a new vehicle, the stock is basically traded down. So this means that this is a short-term movement in the stock price. There's nothing, really wrong with NIO's business model or anything like that. They had a few hiccups. They had a hiccup during the Lunar Chinese New Year and things like that. But, as we can see here, deliveries are continuing to increase and revenue is continuing to increase. So if you take a look here, guys, vehicle sales, were up 100% year over year. And if you take a look here at the deliveries so far in January and February 2021, they're absolutely excellent. So those are also up 352%. and 689% year over year. So one of the good things is that there's plenty of support for NIO stocks. If you guys bought it and you're worried about it's going to continue dropping, why is it dropping? They recently did an offer back in 2020 for $39. So usually these offerings provide a lot of support for the stock because that's where a lot of strong buying came into. So I don't think that NIO stock is going to dip any lower than around 39. So if you take a look here at that chart, that's that key support level at around $39. So for me personally, I really want to get back into NIO stock. I didn't really chase it up here. I realized that a lot of this was hype and that a lot of the money was going to cycle to other stocks. So for me personally, I'm going to wait till NIO drops at around $40 and I'm going to jump back into the stock and I'm going to try to build a much bigger position than I had previously because I ended up buying the stock at $4 and I sold it too early. And I wish I had just been accumulating over time. But I think now if it goes around $40, it'd be a great time for me to jump back into the stock. So now what I want to do is I want to kind of just back up. So I know a lot of people are worried about the recent drop, but let's take a look here. Over the last year, the stock is up over 1,000%. So, obviously stocks aren't going to go straight up. They're not going to go, every stock isn't going to go just run soar like GameStop did or something like that. This is good. The stock's still up 1,000% over the last 52 weeks. This is a great dip buying opportunity. There's nothing wrong with the business model. Sales are good. Revenue's increasing, deliveries increasing, everything's increasing. So this is what you want to see. So this is a type of stock where NIO stock will not end up, crashing back down to these previous levels simply because the stock is basically backed by a sound difference in the underlying company. And one of the nice things that I think about NIO is that they have excellent, forward projections for deliveries as well. They expect to deliver 2,000 to 2,500 vehicles in Q1 2021. So, everything's just going up. So I wouldn't worry about increased competition. Increased competition isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's normal in a market. But the good thing about NIO is that, I've been doing a lot of reading and going to forums and stuff like that. And apparently it's the next biggest thing in China. So you guys, I'm US based, but definitely NIO is a big thing. So this is basically the Tesla of China. I think selling here, just because the stock prices dip, I think this is actually an opportunity to accumulate. So obviously, guys, don't invest money that you can't afford to lose, but just realize that this is just a short-term blip. I think a lot of people took profits and that now we're going to see a new wave of buying come in. So like I said, I would personally probably buy around the $40 level. Make sure you do your own due diligence. You guys check out the NIO IR. It's a great resource for a lot of information on the company. And make sure you just, I say with this stock, you want to have definitely a long-term perspective. So now let's take a look at where I think the stock is going in the future. Well, NIO has grown absolutely crazy rate, but they're still only delivering about 10% of the vehicles that Tesla is delivering. So right now, the Tesla market cap is about 10 times as big. So assuming that NIO eventually hits 500,000 vehicles per year, which they're definitely on pace to do because it looks like they're on pace to do about 100,000 vehicles in 2021, assuming that it grows at the similar rate, well, then that means that definitely NIO stock has the potential to probably hit around $80 to $100 sometime this year, which gives this stock about 2x, potentially maybe 3x upside. So, obviously nothing's changing about the movement towards electric vehicles. That's not changing at all. China has a goal to hit zero, carbon emissions within the next 10 to 20 years, and NIO is going to be a big part of that transition. So I think it's an excellent buy, excellent stock to hold. I wouldn't panic right now. I still think it's in a good position. So that's it until next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video on NIO stock. I would say definitely this is a buying at these levels. You're getting a great company for cheap, and it's probably one of my favorite Chinese stocks to own in general. So you guys enjoy my content, please smash the thumbs up button and subscribe for more videos. You guys can check out my daily stock watch list over at Substack and check out my private Discord chats where we talk more about EV stocks. So that's until next time, guys. Take care.